ensuring that there's stability and peace in all the countries that are find themselves in conflict. And our deep commitment to peace is reflected in our engagement with the key international organizations, including the United Nations, the African Union, COMESA, that is Common Markets and for Eastern and Southern Africa, the East African Community, where Kenya is a chair hierarchy, Intergovernmental Authority on Development, that is Speaker and appointed member of the Group of 77, that is G77, among many others. As one of the leading promoter of peace globally, Kenya has consistently played a constructive role in conflict resolution and as an and peace building. A significant testament to this role is its election as a non-permanent member to the United Nations Security Council, an honor Kenya has held 3 times, most recently during the 2021-2022 term. During our most recent tenure of the Security Council, Kenya actively championed for the stabilization of Haiti. Canada is a key stakeholder in this initiative, demonstrating our principled commitment to supporting vulnerable nations in crisis. Today, this commitment continues as Kenyan police officers lead a national mission at NSSN in partnership with the United Nations and other global actors to help restore peace and security in Haiti. As a matter of fact, Kenya has already identified a landmark to be posted there. In addition to our role in Haiti, Kenya remains engaged in promoting peace across our region. We continue to support stabilization efforts in the Great region, including the Democratic Republic of Congo, as well as in the Horn of Africa, Somalia, and Sudan. Kenya recognizes and appreciates that without peace and stability in the region, that will benefit towards our developments. And this is an affirmation of position as a key actor in advancing peace and security both globally and at the global arena. The second topic that I should touch on is sustainable economic developments and climate change or climate action. In November 2018, Kenya hosted the world's fastest ever the Korea Conference in Nairobi in partnership with Canada and Japan. This landmark event brought together over 18,000 delegates from 184 countries, highlighting the urgent need to harness ocean, sea, and fresh water resources for sustainable economic development. The conference positioned Kenya as a thought leader in marine conservation for climate action, and it culminated in 62 concrete commitments aimed at advancing sustainable fisheries, marine acquisition, protection, and decreasing war. Furthermore, Kenya's leadership in climate action is notable. As a member of the African Group of Negotiators on climate change, we have been instrumental in advocating for policies that address the many challenges faced by African nations in the case of climate change. Our President, Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, and Commander in-Chief, have emerged as a strong advocate for equitable international finance, consistently calling for reforms to the local financial architecture, ensure fair access to climate financing, debt relief, and development funding for low middle income countries. As I said earlier, Kenya has a delegation office here at Montreal in Canada, International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, where I seek the permanent rep. And There are several partnership initiatives that came in the league schemes on environmental protection programs. The key among them is the carbon dioxide emissions reduction to net zero by 2050 and the sustainable aviation fuels. So you can see Kenya has taken a center stage in sustainable economic development and climate action. Allow me to speak on just the 2 or 3 minutes on doing business in Kenya. Kenya offers a dynamic and conducive environment for business and investing. As one of the largest economies in sub-Saharan Africa, we're strategically positioned as a gateway to the East African market, providing access to over 390 million consumers. Kenya operates a liberal free market economy where investment is actively encouraged and investors are fully entitled to repatriate 100% of the profits each year. Key sectors driving our economic growth include 1, agriculture, which is a cornerstone of our economy, with a focus on value addition and export diversification. You all know that Kenya plays a big role in export of avocados, tea, and coffee. Information and communication technology, that is ICT. Nairobi Silicon Savannah is a hub for innovation with over 400 job cards, fostering startups and digital solutions. Renewable energy. Kenya is a leader in geothermal energy production, with over 70% of our electricity generated from renewable sources. And then we are also good in manufacturing and infrastructure, where we have ongoing investments in infrastructure developments to enhance the activity and support industry growth. Our government is committed to creating a business-friendly environment through regulatory reforms aimed at simplifying processes and reducing the cost of the ASDs. We have policies in place in Kenya that make it easy to do business, and initiatives such as the one-stop border or system and the iTax platform tax payments are streamlined relations for investors. Recently, as you may know, Canada on the 6th of March 2025 launched the Canada Africa strategy, where one of the pillars is spreading to eventually to Africa and for the development on diversification, and Kenya is placed as the hub where Canada can look for, because we have structured increase to ease of the investments. Equally, Kenya is an economic hub where people and investors can access the market for the African Continental Free Trade Area. So Kenya is strategically placed where the ease of doing business depends or African used free trade area or access. And then on boosting Canada-Kenya trade, the relationship between Canada and Kenya is entering each of these cuts, a shared democratic values in a strong commitment to sustainable development, peace, and economic growth. Like I said earlier, Kenya has had many years of good and shared relations with Canada, over six decades now, and the same is based on the shared interests. And there are very many initiatives of Kenya and Canada have supported each other in terms of that peace daily initiative that provide charity and also achieve. Kenya and Canada have entered the WTO authority in Kenya is the only African country to join this group, which was formed in 2018, which is a coalition of like-minded countries working to advance, reform, and strengthen the multilateral trade system. Over the years, the bilateral trade has shown steady growth, but not yet there. With promising advances in key sectors such as agriculture, education, common among Asia, renewable energy, installation and communication technology, WBCT. However, both nations are yet to truly harness the vast potential that lies within this and other emerging sectors. There is no better time for these two countries now to harness more energy by using maybe launched Canada's African Initiative Movement. Given what is happening for Myanmar here in Continental, Myanmar is a hub where we can collaborate for economic growth between Kenya and Canada. Significant opportunities exist for deeper collaboration in areas titled smart agriculture, green infrastructure, clean energy, and the digital economy, where both countries' Canadian innovation and expertise can effectively complement Kenya's dynamic for population and expand markets. We are currently very keen in EVT and high dynamic equal population, well skilled, ready to take up of lower stage. By strengthening trade agreements, promoting private sector engagement, and encouraging academic and research partnership, both countries can unlock new avenues for growth, enhance people-to-people connections, and elevate this partnership to unprecedented levels of mutual prosperity. To further enhance this virtual partnership, the High Commission in Kenya is committed to the following strategic priorities. 1, diversification of trade, where we are ready to have expanding collaboration beyond the traditional sectors in which technology, education, key energy. And then investment promotion, encouraging Canadian businesses to explore and invest in Kenya's high strategic sectors, particularly high city and renewable energy. Capacity building, partnering on initiatives to strengthen institutional framework, support innovation, and entire sustainable development. In closing, Kenya is unwavering in its commitment to increase it to go innovation and build program ties with Canada. Kenya is key to work together in governments, businesses, organizations, investors to build a partnership that advances prosperity and opportunity on. I thank you.